provides direct payments to farm workers, skip payments for workers in this round, and increase social points by number of employed workers. But we don't have any workers.
You don't have any workers, so this doesn't apply.
No, at least it was not anything bad.
Yeah.
And then we see the weather. Oh, so normal weather allows good progress in cultivation. So you get a lot of water and nutrients this round.
Yes, that's why I need it. Oh, you can do this. I'm gonna score well this round.
So AgriLemma is a serious game which introduces a player to the complexity of farming. The word comes from agriculture plus dilemma, which makes it AgriLemma. So the game is designed to increase awareness about water retention and nutrient recovery solutions being developed as part of the WATERAGRI project. In the game, you step into the shoes of a European farmer and you have to run your farm for 8 seasons while making sure that it's financially, socially and environmentally sustainable. So that's the challenge that you have to overcome in the game while making sure you have enough nutrients, you have enough water, you have enough money, and also you can reach these goals of environmental and social sustainability.
Okay.
The game is mostly targeted at WATERAGRI stakeholders, primarily the farmers, because you can really understand how water management and nutrient management takes place in farming through the game. But of course, also other stakeholders such as policymakers or water organizations can play the game to understand how their actions or their policies may affect the farmers. So in a way, it's targeted at all WATERAGRI stakeholders. And to talk about the rules, in the game you go through 8 rounds, which represent 8 seasons. And within each round, you sort of go through a farming cycle where you start with investing in different resources. Then you have to tackle uncertainties of weather and different events, such as natural events such as pest attacks. Then you go on to giving nutrients and water to your crop, that is cultivating your crop. Finally, you harvest your crop and get a certain yield. And then in the end, you pay your workers, you pay maintenance costs of your technologies, and then you track your score on environmental, social, and financial points.
Did everybody pay their water and nutrients for what you're cultivating?
Oh, cultivating. Okay.
You pay back.
6.
Machinery, yeah, oh my god. So asocial. I was not aware of that.
Every round one.
Okay.
Development of the game has been very iterative in nature. I think this is the 3rd version and that we're presenting. We started developing the game. The first prototype was with a few MSc students, which it was tested with a few MSc students. Then we presented the next version at the WATERAGRI General Assembly in Vienna. And this is the final prototype that we presented today. And yeah, we've received a lot of feedback and we've worked on these feedback in all these iterations. Yeah, and overall, I think when I talk about the iterative development of the game, we generally have to go through a few phases of game design, starting with what's the objective of the game and what really is the message that we want to convey. Then figuring out how farming or how farming and water and nutrient management takes place in the real world. So really using the real world data, incorporating that in the game. Then of course testing it to see whether the message that we want to give actually lands with the player or not. So we went across these steps in multiple iterations, and yeah, finally we finalized on a suitable prototype and we presented it today. And we also now want to evaluate the game through pre-test and post-test questionnaires to see whether the game creates any impact or not.